What's up, guys? It's Chief here, and welcome to the first video in a series of videos covering everything surrounding FC26, from the official trailers that EA drops, to the leaks that come out, to new gameplay features that the actual creators of the game, like Foot Economist, have told us are going to be coming in FC26. We are going to be covering absolutely every piece of content, and today we're going to be starting with the official reveal trailer for FC26. In the future, hitting on things like the gameplay deep dive and a ton of other stuff. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about this official reveal trailer that EA has released. So this is something right off the bat that's just like super encouraging, is that they are legitimately putting out there that like they hear the community's feedback and they're going to take that into account. And it's something we haven't seen a ton in the past. In a term they've been using, especially in some of these live streams where you have somebody like Foot Economist talking about the game, is they've been using the term co-create. They want to co-create the game with the community, use the feedback that we give them, and implement that into the game. And it's something that gives me confidence in terms of the gameplay, which seems to be the main focus this year, that we're not going to have that issue where like a couple weeks or a month into the game, we get a patch that just kind of ruins the game that everybody already likes. And we're going to get into later on here and in some future videos the different forms of gameplay that they're going to be bringing. So I'm excited to get into those.
Oh, it's a beautiful day for football. I hope we see a great game, Stuart.
Well, hopefully we actually see the game today, Derek.
That's more like it. A perfect challenge.
So this is what I'm talking about here is, so first of all, they had a thing on tackles and interceptions. And again, they go deeper to that in the gameplay deep dive, which will be tomorrow's video. So make sure to stick around for that. I'm excited to see better tackling mechanics and kind of coming away with the ball more often when you have a well-timed user tackle. But one of the biggest things that they're implementing this year is this competitive and authentic gameplay. Essentially, competitive gameplay is going to be for online modes like clubs, ultimate team, and it's going to be more like fast and arcadey. I would say it's going to feel more responsive and silky, whereas authentic gameplay is going to be more for career mode and kickoff, and it's going to be more real life based, I guess.
It's like he's got the ball on a string.
Every goal is the exact same.
So that these are the kind of features that just like when they put them out there and they talk about these features, it doesn't exactly get me going, because the idea of like better passing, more fluid dribbling, and things just feeling more responsive, you can't really judge if they've done it or not until you have your hands on the game. So it's great that they throw out there like these refined fundamentals, they like to call it, and say the gameplay is going to be more responsive, which with that competitive gameplay, if it is more arcadey and fluid, that should be the case. But it's kind of something we're not going to see or be able to judge until we actually get the game, which I'm interested in seeing how quickly they release the beta. The beta is another thing we can get into later. The fact that this game still doesn't have an open beta is jaw-dropping.
Full swim, goal. Full swim, goal.
I don't think he'll be blaming the goalkeeper this year.
Well, it looks like they've been hard at work on that, doesn't it?
Well, I haven't seen that one before, or that one.
All right, so the big pieces that we saw right there, I would say the goalkeeper overhaul, which again, if done correctly, could be absolutely huge. I don't know that goalkeepers need to be like overpowered and much better overall. But if they're talking about like less rebound goals and keepers just parrying the ball out of play more, I think that's huge because there's nothing more infuriating than a rebound goal off of just some poor chance. They had better passing in there, some different skill moves, and I know they go into the skill moves a little deeper in the gameplay dive, but I think they're trying to simplify them as well in terms of like if you just flick the right stick in a direction, it will do some sort of like default skill move based on the player you have, which I don't know if I love. I still like to have some sort of skill gap around skill moves, but that'll be interesting to see how they implement it. And then here is something they've kind of been pushing as well as this off-ball shielding and kind of physicality in the game as well.
Finally, a bit of physicality in this game. Oh, that's more like it.
What a goal. Get in. Low driven power shot is going to be absolutely broken. Again, I've been mentioning the gameplay deep dive a lot. We'll get more into those mechanics, but low drivens you can do with any sort of shot type now. That's going to be a game changer. I know they just reel through a lot of different new features in this next like 30 seconds. It's going to go really quick, but there's a lot of stuff we're going to dive into afterwards.
Can they put it all together here? Big chance! And it's a penalty!
Wait. Give people what they want. Give them Zlatan.
So a lot of new features to dive into there, I would say, that we can start kind of sifting through here. We have the premium stuff here or the pre-order stuff for the Ultimate Edition. I have pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition already. Let me know in the comments what you guys have done. Again, you need to pre-order by a certain date, the Ultimate Edition, and you get an icon at the beginning of the game, which is absolutely massive. So make sure to keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and rip through some of these brand new features that they had on here. I have a list of them off to the side here. So the off-ball shielding, the smarter goalkeeper movement, which again, goalkeeper movement's a little bit of a weird one for me. I almost wish that they'd take it out of the game entirely, but it does provide some sort of skill gap, which is nice. They talk about manager career, which I don't know that anybody cares about. Again, that on-ball physicality and shielding is going to be something that's interesting to keep an eye on. New icons. I know we've got Khan coming. I think Cruz, Marcelo, Ibra are some of the big names that are expected to come. Now, archetypes is something mentioned here, and I don't know if that's going to be a pro club specific thing. I've only seen it in a pro club's context, and it makes me wonder like roles versus archetypes, what that actually means. But I'm interested to see what they do with that. Some other thing, I mean, new icons, archetypes, be a keeper mode, which we don't really care about, new roles and new play styles here. We see inverted wingbacks as a new role, precision header playstyle plus as a new playstyle plus, which is very, very cool. One frame passing, simplified skill moves, signature perks. And again, they kind of rip through a lot of stuff here that they actually get into in the gameplay deep dive. We've got high contrast mode, rebalance formations, ultimate team tournaments is one that they actually mentioned in here, which is going to be huge. If you used to play tournaments back in the day and you remember like playing for Footies Konoplyanka or playing for like team of the season Sane in the tournaments, you know how much fun that was back in like FIFA 16, FIFA 17. Those were an absolute blast. We got the enforcer playstyle, the manager market. There's a lot of stuff here.
Can they put it all together here?
And I think that's kind of everything they hit on in this trailer. I want to look up like FIFA 16 Footies Aubameyang tournament. These were just so much fun, man. If they bring tournaments back in this style, it is a game changer. So you win the Footies Cup. I think the first time you won it, you got Konoplyanka. The second time you won it, you got this Aubameyang. And then the third time you won it, you got this Royce. I believe that was the order that it went in. It was so much fun playing these tournaments. And they even had these, I think it was in FIFA 17, FIFA, let's go team of the season Sane tournament. They had these, there was a Sigurdsson, there was a Sane. Like you would win the tournament and get these team of the season cards. It was so much fun right here. Team of the season Bundesliga tournament. You had to have a full Bundesliga team. You got these different things for winning the tournament a certain amount of times. It was so much fun. Let me know if you remember that in the comments down below. This whole reveal trailer has me super excited. And again, this is just their like overall reveal trailer. It's only 2.5 minutes. We did get a gameplay deep dive, which is going to be our next video. We got a pro clubs deep dive. We got a career mode. And then the ultimate deep dive is going to be kind of the main thing that we're looking forward to. Let me know if you guys are excited for this kind of content. I want to make sure we're hitting on everything surrounding FC 26 so you guys know exactly what to expect in the coming game. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.